Hello ladies and gentlemen, Nick here, and welcome to my unboxing, review and reactions to the Doctor Who and Spectre Blu-ray Steelbooks, Doctor Who Series 9 that is. We will start with that one, because we've got more to talk about there, so just move that into the shot. So we got Doctor Who, the complete Ninth Series Steelbook Blu-ray set. As you can see, we have a nice little picture, artwork picture of Peter Capaldi here, and on the back of Jenna Coleman as the Doctor and Clara respectively, and the spine is BBC Doctor Who Series 9. Now with the cardboard bit, we'll just take these out for a minute. The cardboard bit, it will have the usual stuff, BBC Doctor Who, with the BBC logo up there. I'm not sure why they put it on twice. I think this one is for the logo and that one is because of it's a BBC Blu-ray. Doctor Who the Complete Ninth Series includes all 12 episodes plus specials. 6-disc set. The Blu-ray is 6-disc set, and this is also on the standard Blu-ray as well. Whilst the DVD got 7 discs, and disc 7 was for special features that on the Blu-ray are spread across the 6 discs. And as you can see, it is rated 12 in the UK and Ireland. And spine, pretty much the same. It's BBC Blu-ray disc 0357, 6-disc set, 12 Blu-ray disc, and the same on this side. Back you have, we've got the picture of Clara, well, smallen a little bit, starring Peter Capaldi and Jenna Coleman. The complete Ninth Series includes Last Christmas, The Magician's Apprentice, The Witch's Familiar, Under the Lake, Before the Flood, The Girl Who Died, The Woman Who Lived, The Zygon Invasion, The Zygon Inversion, Sleep No More, Face the Raven, Heaven Sent, Hellbent, and The Husbands of the Song. 14 episodes, 12 episodes in the series, sandwiched between the 2014 and 2015 Christmas specials. Special features include Prologue, The Doctor's Meditation, Commentaries, complete 2016 San Diego Comic-Con panel, 9 Doctor Who extras, deleted scenes, Will Wheaton interview with Peter Capaldi and Jenna Coleman. Okay, it just says Peter and Jenna. Writing Who, Dalek Devotion, Fan Show Finest, Clara's Journey, The Adventures of River Song, Subline Online, and trailers. And you've got the BBC logo and details. Copyright stuff, etc. Video format, main soundtrack, feature length, disc format, subtitles, audio navigation, and audio description. It is a 2015 released series. Although it doesn't say this Blu-ray was released in 2016, it says 2015 for some reason. Warning: DTS HD Blu-ray disc is in Blu-ray Region B, and the Blu-ray disc is protected under and may only be played on licensed devices. It is rated 12 in the UK and Ireland, as I've mentioned. This cardboard set is made by SSC and the barcode. And that's the back. Nice little cardboard backing, by the way. Yeah, and at the back we have, oh sorry about that, at the back we have, actually not that one, we have Doctor Who Series 9 facts with a piece of artwork similar to the original The Daleks Target novel cover. Inside you have facts from the episodes, so Last Christmas, The Magician's Apprentice, The Witch's Familiar, Under the Lake, Before the Flood, The Girl Who Died, The Woman Who Lived, The Zygon Invasion, and The Zygon Inversion, Sleep No More, Face the Raven, Face the Raven, Heaven Sent, Hellbent, and The Husbands of River Song, with a little bit of the back, with a bit of a blurb on the back, with a picture of Davros that can be seen on the Series 4 DVD booklet. Well, the original one, I don't know about the re-release. There isn't any pictures for Sleep No More or Heaven Sent, and Heaven Sent isn't being considered a two-parter with Hellbent, so not sure why that, but oh well. And we also have this subscription offer for Doctor Who magazine. That's nice. One thing that they forgot to do for the Series 9 Steelbook box set was a booklet containing the list of episodes. Well, they got the list of episodes on the back, but I meant what happened. Kind of a story, or kind of like this, a story description for each episode, as well as what extras, what disc it's on, or they are on, and what extras are also on this disc. There is there is no little booklet or in the cover kind of thing, inside the cover, telling you details of the episodes, extras, and discs. You get used to get booklets and DVDs and Blu-rays, and sometimes the flippy kind of thing, a flippy side thing. And in the case of Series 8, it's embedded. It's in the back of the cover. So let's look at that. With this, they should put a booklet in here. They should have added a booklet. Forget the subscription. You've got put a booklet in. There'd probably be a booklet in the normal one and the flippy thing on the DVD. So let's open it up. As you can see, it's not very big, unlike the Series 5 one. Well, the DVD one. I don't know about the Blu-ray. Probably the same. I think it's the same size. And here we go. We've got the inside. As you can see, it's 3 discs on that side and 3 discs on that side. This side. It's really a 2-disc set, but big enough to hold 3 discs in each section. Probably why they didn't get to 7, to be honest. And if we take the discs out, we have a nice little background picture. Give me a second. Of the Doctor and Clara running from an explosion, happy and smiling. This was the cover for the standard DVD and Blu-ray. So, yeah, it's pretty good. Nice picture. Okay, because I haven't seen this set for a while, it does. I can't remember what discs have each extras, or at least not every one. I'll try and do my best. So let's start from the beginning. Again, another reason why not having a booklet or embedding the cover or a little flappy thing isn't very useful. Okay, disc 1 here we go. We have Last Christmas and The Witch's Familiar plus special features. These special features I know include prologue, the Doctor's meditation, and at least one Doctor Who extra. One episode of Doctor Who extra for Last Christmas. It's rated 12 in the UK and Ireland, BBC, Blu-ray disc, Region B, copyrights. That stuff is pretty much going to be basically the same, everything from down here onwards. And that will go over here. Disc 2 has The Witch's Familiar where is it? Under the Lake, Before the Flood, and special features. Doctor Who Extra will include The Witch's Familiar Magician's Apprentice / The Witch's Familiar, and Before the Flood, Under the Lake, Before the Flood. Probably also Dalek Devotion, by the looks of this. Disc 3 is The Girl Who Died, The Woman Who Lived, and The Zygon Invasion plus special features, which will be Doctor Who Extra for The Girl Who Died, and The Woman Who Lived, and Doctor Who Extra for The Woman Who Lived. I think the Fan Show Finest is on here. Oh, I forgot to say that. The Fan Show Finest. And this disc is a PG in the UK, but still 12 in Ireland. And that's the last one to go into set 1. Set 2 back to the 12s in the UK and Ireland. And we have disc 4, the Zygon. Where is it? Come on. I'm sorry, I can't always get in proper shot. Ouch. The Zygon Inversion, Sleep No More, Face the Raven, and special features. Okay, you got Doctor Who Extra for 4 for the Zygon Invasion and the Zygon Inversion, for Sleep No More, and for Face the Raven. And this disc you also get Writing Who, and I think also the Will Wheaton interview. Oh, and wrong side. Oh, as well as Doctor Who Extra, you get trailers for each episode. And unlike Doctor Who Extra, where if a 2-parter, it can go over to the next disc, the trailers are for whatever episode's on this disc. So here we go. Disc 5, the series finale. Heaven Sent and Hell Bent. And special features include Doctor Who Extra for Heaven Sent and Hell Bent, trailers for said 2 episodes. I believe Clara's Journey and the Comic Con panel. I believe. Also, I believe that the Girl Who Died, The Woman Who Lived, Sleep No More, and Face the Raven are the ones with commentaries through discs 3 and 4, but I'm not certain. And disc 6 is The Husbands of River Song and special features, which include trailers and Doctor Who Extra, narrated by Matt Lucas, whilst the rest of the series was by Rufus Hound from the Woman Who Lived, and the Christmas and Last Christmas was someone else, probably the person from Series 8. This disc is a PG in the UK and Ireland, and the other extra, I believe, is The Adventures of River Song, and I think that's right. I don't know which one's Sublime and Online. And like I said, I'm not certain with the commentaries, but I think I've pretty much got the others right. In the case of disc... the pictures on the disc, I should have mentioned this whilst doing the thing. On disc 1 we've got the Doctor and Davros. Disc 2, the Doctor and the Fisher King. So it's from the Magician's Apprentice and Before the Flood. Disc 3 is the Doctor, Clara and Ashilda from The Girl Who Died. Disc 4 is the Doctor and Osgood from the Zygon Inversion. The Zygon Inversion. I was about to say Invasion, but that's on the other disc. Disc 5 is Rassilon from Hellbent. It's the only disc in the Blu-ray set not to have the Doctor, and in the DVD, the other one would be there'd be 2, the other one would be it would be disc 7. Disc 6 is the Doctor and River from The Husbands of River Song. And if there was a disc 7, that would be Clara for the special features disc, and there's the picture for you. So, that's it, really. That's the unboxing. We got... am I a big fan of this type of casing? Not really, but it is effective. It does work. Though, when you're trying to get to a lower disc, say you wanted to watch the Woman Who Lived, and you had to get to the disc 3 to get to it. If they had done a 7-disc set for the Blu-ray, then disc 7 would be at the bottom of this, and it'd probably be slightly a bit bigger. Which might have been okay, to be honest. It might have been an 8-disc thingy-majig set thing, but they only have room for 7. I am disappointed they didn't go to 7 discs like the DVD, but oh well. I'm more annoyed at the fact they didn't include a booklet. It then included another disc. So that's the unboxing. Package. So let's do packaging. Well, the packaging is beautiful. Basically, I love the packaging. It's really good. Really stylish. The artwork is magnificent. They should do this again. This is only one of 5 Blu-ray Steelbooks Doctor Who's released. The other ones are the complete 5th series Blu-ray limited edition, and they've also, it's the only one that's gone to DVD is DVD Steelbook set as well, which I have. I might show you later. The 2 Dalek movies, Dalek Invasion of Earth 2150 AD came first, and then it was followed by the Doctor Who and the Daleks, even though that was the first movie. Spearhead from Space, and this and the Complete Ninth Series. Spearhead from Space and the Complete Ninth Series were both released this year in the Blu-ray Steelbook, though Spearhead from Space Standard Edition was released in 2013. The Dalek movies, I believe, were 2014 and 2015, with Invasion Earth getting the first one. Then Doctor Who and the Daleks, and the complete fifth series was 2010. I don't know if they're going to do one for the TV movie. They probably will, but it'll probably be another 3 years. The TV movie standard edition Blu-ray, standard Blu-ray, will be released on the 19th of this month, September. So, shame that they're not putting Power of the Daleks on Blu-ray, but oh well. I don't know, maybe the audio doesn't fit. In the case of animated episodes, they could probably work on Blu-ray in HD, but and Power of the Daleks is completely animated, but oh well. It's good enough it's coming to DVD. Series 10, I'm not sure what's going to happen with that. I think it's going to be another... There might be another Steelbook, and that would be nice, but... In that case, it may as well just stick to the... Don't bother doing 7 discs with the DVD, just stick with 6 discs. If it's going to be the same as this. 2 Christmas specials with a series sandwiched. Just spread the extras out. Or do a disc for Doctor Who Extra. Like confidential style. They didn't do that for this one or Series 8 or for the behind the scenes one for Series 7. They were just included. But being they're not too different, and the confidential is usually cut downs. So they could get their own disc. So, good points. Fantastic artwork. Lovely packaging. Nice booklets. Subscription offers nice if you want to subscribe. Looks really good. The Steelbook itself, it's small, but it works. So it's really great. Not bad points. Well, this also covers the standard Blu-ray. No 7th disc. The packaging could be a bit bigger. It's only... I am a little annoyed that it's like this and not like one disc gets its own slot and could be a bit bigger. No booklet. Aside from that, this is a pretty good set. If it wasn't for the fact of I'm going to give this a 9 out of 10, the Doctor Who Steelbook Blu-ray. The only nitpicks I have is no 7th disc, but this also covers the Blu-ray set generally. No booklet, this covers the Steelbook only, and the way it's presented in the inside, even though it is compatible. So I'm going to give this set a 9 out of 10. But what about the episodes? Episodes and extras. So, with Last Christmas... Well, I'm just going to give a brief thoughts and opinions. Last Christmas was good, but it wasn't great. It works well as the first 12th Doctor Christmas special, and it's a very emotional episode towards the end. Nick Frost is brilliant as Santa Claus, and it's nice to see someone who isn't the Doctor save the day every once in a while. Probably give it a 7 out of 10. Magician's Apprentice was a pretty good episode. Seeing the Doctor look like he was coming to the end of his death, but or at least of that incarnation, because we all know that he can now survive. If it was the fact he wasn't given David Tennant's second regeneration in Journey's End was included, the 12th Doctor would be the final Doctor, or the penultimate Doctor, so it would make more sense if it was that, but with him as the first of a new incarnation line, a new set of regenerations, it means this will be he's not got much to worry about until to his actual death. It's nice to see Skaro, it's nice to see Davros. Daleks, classic Daleks are back, and they're used better than beside the Daleks, but I don't think there's been a true classic Dalek in New Who story yet. we're getting there. This one, and which is familiar, are being better at providing classic Daleks doing stuff in a New Who story. It's better than the Sign of the Daleks, at least. I'll probably give that a Mission's Apprentice and Which is Familiar 8 out of 10. Both good. Missy's funny, Clara's good. Don't see the hatred she gets. See why she's disliked, but not hated. Davros is brilliant. The Doctor's brilliant. Peter Capaldi gives the first of the best performances he will ever give in Which is Familiar. Yeah, this is where Peter Capaldi begins to make the 12th Doctor look like one of the best. And he becomes one of the best actors around this part. Around here. Under the Lake was brilliant. I'd probably give that a 9 or a 10 out of 10. Before the Flood, again, that would probably be a 9. These were very creepy stories. Ghosts, Fisher King, Prentice was nice. It was nice to see the Trevoli, I think it was, from the God Complex, which was Toby Whithouse's story before last one being from Series 7, A Town Called Mercy. And it harks back to Series 6, 4 years prior. It'll be 5 years this month. The Girl Who Died, I originally really liked. I would have given it a 9 out of 10, but rewatches, it's not that great. I think I might bunk it down to a 7. Nice Viking story with this alien race, which are very similar to the Sontarans, and I think someone in the podcast said that it was, or a review, said that it was probably a bit too much like the Sontarans, and that's why they changed it. Because it's a bit like the Time Warrior. So they didn't use the Sontarans, but that was probably their thoughts. Woman Who Lived is probably my least favourite story in this box set. Woman Who Lived, if that can be counted on its own as a two-parter with Girl Who Died, that it'd probably be my least favourite story of the series, but not my least favourite episode. Woman Who Lived, I'd probably give a 6 out of 10. It had its great moments, had some really emotional stuff, but the second half put it aside for more of an sci-fi catch trying to return home, which is good, but the emotional thing with Ashilda was what was making this episode really stand out. Oh, sorry, Ashilda slash me with finger quotation marks. Next up we have the Zygon Invasion and the Zygon Version. Oh, brilliant representations of modern terrorist organisations being bastards and using fear to scare everybody, and also how the powers threatened by them, such as the Western powers, for example, or Russia perhaps, getting a bit paranoid and taking measures to the extreme. Well, actually, I think they're being a bit more extreme than we are to powers who are extreme to us, to be honest. So this maybe it's what could happen. That's invasion. Inversion it then affects the people who don't want to be involved in this regime, and also sees how the two have to try and have negotiations or something. As the Doctor says, sit down and talk! Brilliant speech. Invasion, I'd probably give an 8 or 9 out of 10. Inversion, 9 or 10. They are brilliant episodes. And Jenna Coleman, there's more, it gets to expand her acting chops as Bonnie, aka Zygon Commander, or Zygella, as the Doctor calls her. Sleep No More is the most hated episode in this series, and it's the second Mark Gatiss story to get such an award, following Victory of the Daleks in Series 5. And Victory of the Daleks is actually one of my favourites from Series 5. And it's definitely the best Matt Smith Dalek story, discounting The Day of the Doctor. Discounting, and also the Pandora Code The Big Bang. And also, Yeah, so Mark Gatiss hasn't had much luck with Steven Moffatt ones. Crimson Horror he got good reviews. Cold War he got mostly good. Night Terrors is mostly forgotten. Robot or Sherwood was mostly good. His scripts for RTD, Unquite Dead got mostly good. The Idiot's Lantern, which I reviewed recently, wasn't as good. But it's really with Victory of the Daleks and with Sleep No More that he's been getting a bit of his stories haven't been received so well. And the fact Sleep No More possibly getting a sequel, is not making many people happy, making a lot of them quite cross. Personally, I think it's okay. I think it's quite good. It's not really that great, but it's still pretty good. I don't hate it. I think it's good, pretty good. I'd probably give it a 7 out of 10. Face the Raven was alright. Clara's death was pretty... Well, basically it was forced onto the writer Sarah Dollard, who, like Catherine Tregenna, is new to Doctor Who writing, and both of the first two female writers since Helen Rayner in series 3 and 4. And from the classic era, I think they only had about 3 or 4 writers in the classic era. So, I think it might only have been 1 or 2. I don't know if Paul and Ball from Attack of the Cybermen might have been a pseudonym. I've heard rumours it was Eric Sayward who wrote that one. And then they used a pseudonym for some reason, but I'm going to have to check that. I definitely know Runa Mara, who wrote Survival, was definitely a woman. So, good on her for writing the final episode. Or final story. Face the Raven's got some great build-up, but in the end it turns out it's just a trap on a trap street. And it just links into Moffat's final 2 episodes. Clara's death is done a bit abruptly. Filming-wise, it looks good, but editing up to where the first scene of Clara screaming is good, and then it just keeps cutting, trying to show all the other angles of it. It's like if it was edited by me, and I didn't think it through. Because with my favourite Stallone Agent film, I used to film from different angles and try to get as many into the final cut. But eventually, but yeah, that's like if I didn't use the best choices or trying to fit them in discreetly. It's undiscreet. Probably give the story a 7 or an 8, but it's good for the most parts, but could have been better. Heaven Sent is fantastic, it's brilliant, it's amazing. There's a couple of nitpicks, but I don't really want to know. Can't even remember them. Can't remember. My only question is, actually one nitpick. Why would the Time Lords do this to the Doctor? If they want to know about the hybrid, and in Hellbent they actually try talking to him, what was the point of putting him in the confession dial with the Veiled stalking him, trying to kill him? What was the point? I mean, Heaven Sent, fantastic episode, but the most pointless episode of the series. And you know what? It turned out to be one of the best. The most pointless turns out to be one of the best. Shit. In a good way. Hellbent looks awesome. Everything that's building up that we were promised from the last 2 episodes, and probably the entire series with the hybrid thing, it gets off to a great start. It goes on well, and then it hits the 19-minute mark and starts to go downhill, and then it just completely stabs itself in the back after 23 minutes. And it bleeds to death until about 50 minutes in, and then we kind of heal the wound, but it's too late. We healed the wound, it feels a bit better, but lots of blood has been spilt. And lots of people hate the fact that the trailers for the Christmas special follow. So one last little drop of blood, 2 little drops of blood left afterwards. One at the end of the episode and one that follows. Yeah, Hellbent's shit. It's mostly the middle, but it's shit. It's awful. I would probably give it a 5 out of 10 because quite a bit of it is good and quite a lot of it is shit. The Husband's River Song is a great Christmas special. I don't know why everyone hates it. It's not great, but it could have been worse. I prefer it over Last Christmas as being the better Peter Capaldi Doctor's Christmas special. Let's hope the next two are probably are a lot more better. I mean, we're going to have no Doctor Who until Christmas this year, so it better be good. And also, Steven Moffatt's last episode will be next year's Christmas special, 2017. So, yeah, that's not so great. Okay, for extras, the prologue, which is the one with the Doctor and Ood, I think that's how you pronounce it, on Khan, somewhere around the beginning of The Magician's Apprentice. That's great, that's a pretty nice little insight. The Doctor's meditation with him and Bors, just sitting down, is pretty funny, and this shows off more of Peter Capaldi's comedic side as the 12th Doctor, before a more serious ending comes in. The commentaries I haven't listened to. The complete 2016 San Diego Comic Con panel goes on forever, as does the Will Wheaton interview. These are very long, and they have some nice points. Will Wheaton, or the guy at Comic Con, made a point about, it was Comic Con actually, how anyone can now get a camera, a crew, and edit and put a film up onto YouTube. 9 Doctor Who extras, including the Christmas specials. These were great. These are nice little insights on the episodes. Deleted scenes. These are nice. I think those were on disc 6. Yes. Has some nice deleted scenes, including if they were to go more of the approach that I had said about the woman who lived, this scene would have fitted well in that. That's probably going to go on. I'm going to see if I can try to do a top 10 deleted scenes list at some point for Universals. I'd have to go through every single deleted scene available on DVD that I have. What else? Will Wheaton interview, that goes on forever. Writing Who, that's Sarah Dollar's journey on writing her first Doctor Who script. And with the confirmation of her writing episode 3 for Series 10, it's not going to be her last either. Dalek Devotion takes a look at what happens with the Daleks in the first 2 episodes. The Fan Show Finest is clips of episodes from the Fan Show from last year, featuring Crystal D from 5 Who Fans as the main host. We've also got Luke Spallange as her co-host for quite a few of them. And I think they do a Day of Doctor spoof for their Series 1 final. Of course, the series doesn't end with that, because then they talk about the episodes, and they've gone on to do many other episodes this year, perhaps for Series 2, I suppose. Yeah, the fan shows are kind of like fans doing their own show, and it's for the BBC YouTube channel, and clips are shown on here. Clara's Journey, which looks at Clara's journey. That might be on disc 5, but it might have been disc 4. The Adventures River Song looks at River Song's adventures. Subline Online, I have no idea what that is. I didn't find it. It might be in the audio section, and there's none of the booklets none of the little booklets that came with pieces of paper that came with this had anything. And trailers. These trailers were nice. They were the kind of like the BBC trailers for the episodes. Yeah, pretty good. And I think also for the series, but I'm not certain. In fact, actually, Magician's Apprentice might not even have had a trailer. It might have been just for Series 9. Don't even know if Last Christmas had one. Oh well. So, in total... Oh, that's the Spectre one falling down. So, in total, packaging is a 9 out of 10. Episodes it ranges from 5 to 10, so I think the average is about a 7 or 8, really. I'm going to go with 8 for episodes. No, let's go with 7.5, because that's about halfway. So 7.5. Extras. Well, I'm going to go with an 8 for the extras. Some great ones and there were some not so great ones. So 8, and 9, and 7.5. Out of 30, that would be 9, 8 is 20. Sorry, 8, 17, and 20, about 24.5 out of 30. So I'm going to raise that to 25 because actually some episodes were good. So I'm going to go for 8 again for the episodes. So 25 out of 30. So out of 10, that's it's about 5 6s. Oh, sugar. Oh, it's much easier when it's 20 or 40 or even 50. Let's go with a 7 out of 10. A 7.5 out of 10 for overall. Okay, and little slips of paper. We'll go with 7 again because, hey, that makes it to 40. Well, 40 soon, so that would be 5 plus 7. 32 out of 40, which takes us to about 8 out of 10. 7 or 8 out of 10. Let's go with a 8 out of 10. I'm gonna rate this set 8 out of 10. It could have been better. There could have been a Series 7 booklet. The episodes, some episodes were great, some episodes weren't. Extras were pretty good. It's a shame we only get commentaries only for a few episodes. But that's been going since the 2009 specials. They used to do audio commentaries or Envision commentaries on every episode up to Journey's End. Not that I'm worried, because I don't listen to them, but it doesn't matter. I know lots of people would. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. I did say once to myself that if they hadn't released the Underwater Menace episode 2, they could have put it as an extra on here. Thankfully, they released the Underwater Menace on its own, and so the set doesn't have to worry about that. But yeah, had Underwater Menace not got its own release, then it should have been included on here. So that'd be good. So yeah, that's the end of the Doctor Who Series 9. Blu-ray Steelbook box set review, rant, and analysis and unboxing. There's a lot of stuff to talk about here. Next one, right, I'm going to be doing the Spectre one now. There shouldn't be as much to talk about. There's less extras, and there's only one film on there. I suppose there are 14 episodes. Right then, I'll see you guys next time. Take care.